Welcome to Electronica India 2025 with boots on the ground in Bangalore to talk and see what is new in the tech industry. Now, first up, we're going to be talking to GigaDevice about their new range of NOR Flash chips. Let's go ahead and talk to GigaDevice. Conrado from California.
Hell yeah, how are you?
I'm great. Mate, so we're on your booth here in Bangalore in India at Electronica 2025.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about memory today. First, NOR memory, then NAND memory. So in that vein, why would I want to use NOR memory over something like NAND memory?
Well, I think it's really a question of what applications you're running. And in terms of the NOR, it addresses the low density range from 2 megabit up to possibly 2 gigabit.
Yep.
And it's easier to manage.
Low density, easier to manage.
More reliable than NAND. NAND Flash, even if it's SLC NAND, you have to actually manage it. So there's no need for ECC correction for NOR majority of the time, especially if we are addressing consumer and PC applications. So from that, in that regards, NOR is used for boot code.
Yep, okay. So it's nice and stable then.
It's code shadowing where they actually read it, the NOR, and transfer it to the DRAM, and execution will be done on the DRAM. Where NAND it will pretty much be the same, I believe. But it's the density range, it's from 12 megabit up to possibly 16 gigabit.
Cool. Okay. Why might somebody want to use GigaDevice Flash or GigaDevice memory over somebody else? Is there something that really sets you apart from the rest at all?
I would say reliability and quality is
Reliability and quality. Okay. So these matter very much to GigaDevice.
Obviously, just because once consumer customers or external customers use our part with no issues being found left and right, it's integration of the flash on their application will just be smooth.
Fantastic.
And from engineering up to when they are in production.
Okay.
And usually they're in production for up to 5 years on some products. But in terms of the products out there, when they're out in the open market or being used by customers, their end customers, it will be used for a much longer time.
Okay, so now you're up to your second generation of flash memory chips. What's changed from the first generation now to the second?
Yeah, so on this 1.2 volt low voltage flash we are offering, we are now having the 1.2 volt second generation in production.
So what was the voltage of the first generation?
It's also the same. So basically, it's a 1.8 volt VCC with a 1.2 volt I/O.
Okay.
And advantage for that is SoCs with using process nodes less than 7 nanometer. They're
So very thin processors at this stage.
And to
power
support
savings?
them, yes, power savings, and to support the 1.8 volt 1.8 volt level, it's taking more die size to support. And thus, they prefer 1.2 volt I/O to interface with our SPI NOR.
So we're getting lower power, higher densities from the second generation.
Yes, low power, high performance, faster program and erase times.
What sort of speeds can I expect from this?
DTR speed for SPI NOR will be 104 megahertz DTR and 133 megahertz SDR.
Fantastic. What sort of applications do you see from the second generation? Where am I going to start seeing these ICs?
First and second generation are actually used for consumer market, like the WS and all the type. PC is also adapting it, and that's pretty much the trend. So usually once it moved that needle, it will just basically be mainstream sooner or later.
And then what are you sort of expecting next into the future? Where will these be used?
And currently on the second generation parts, we did all our qualification to meet automotive quality. And at the lower density, we're actually introducing these products. And these are first 45 nanometer process products in automotive. And it's 64 megabit and a 128 megabit, both quad SPI and as well as octal SPI.
Now, just before we go, I just want to ask, just so people know what sort of products you got here, what is the lowest amount of storage and what's the highest amount of storage that they can get from your normal range?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, we address the whole range. It's from 2 megabit up to 2 gigabit.
Fantastic. Awesome. Where can people find out more about you?
So you can visit our website, gigadevice.com, and go to the product section for SPI NOR. And if any other questions they can go actually to the contact us section and send us the inquiries and we'll answer.
Fantastic. Other than that, we'll have a write-up on ipXchange.tech all about this sort of memory. You can get the data sheet from there too and apply to evaluate if you're interested. Conrado, thank you very much
Thank you
for having me on your booth.
Thank you.